The Joe Rogan Experience.
Yeah, I hate that guy.
When was the last time you had a job?
2007.
What'd you do?
I worked at Sears. I did loss prevention. Oh. It was amazing. It was one of the best day jobs ever.
Really?
Well, my cousin was the boss, which helped, and he let me work from 10 to 6, which is great comedy hours. And then we were like plain clothed, I guess. Just
so you just walked around and busted people stealing?
Yeah, it had like a little radio on the belt, and then we had a crazy camera system for 2007. Like it was, like I think we had 82 cameras, and you could zoom and shit, and you just watch people all day, and then you'd walk around the store and be like, "We gotta keep an eye on camera 11."
Oh, so you're like a secret agent.
It was fun. It was really fun, and we got to stop shoplifters and shit. It was amazing. I actually miss it. It was really fun.
Wow. I used to work for a private investigator, and
similar.
Yeah, it actually turned out it was one of those people where you meet and you go, "This guy should be a comedian." He was hilarious. His name's Dave Dolan. He's dead now, and I keep a voicemail message from him just because he was such a character. He was just such a fucking character, and he was hilarious. And he got a DUI. And they took away his license. And what he really needed was not an assistant; he needed a driver. So I just had have a good driver's license. So, but I was working as an assistant, and then we became friends, and we'd bust people. Mostly people that were stealing insurance money. They were like doing things like pretending they were injured, and they'd take another job on the side, and then we'd catch them. We'd have to get there at like 5 o'clock in the morning and wait for them to get up and go to work, and then follow them, take pictures of them and shit.
That's fun.
It was a fun gig. Yeah, it was fun. It was real fun too because he was actually cousins with Bill Downs, who was one of the owners of the Comedy Connection.
Bill No Money Downs.
That's it.
Yeah. I worked for that guy a couple of times.
Yeah, me too, many times. And Dave was his cousin. So it was like just dumb luck. I became friends with this guy, but from driving him around, and his cousin was one of the guys that owned the Comedy Connection.
Wow.
Yeah.
I loved working at Sears. It was fun. I feel like comedians are actually good at that job because we're hyper aware and we're doing a lot of judging anyway. So you want like an audience come in, you're like, that guy's gonna hate me. This woman's too drunk. That guy's fat.
Right.
And I think it's similar to shoplifters. You're like, something's up with this guy.
Well, it's also like it sounds like a job that doesn't suck. Like you can wander around. No one's telling you what to do. It's not like you're stuck at a fucking desk going over stupid numbers or something you don't give a fuck about.
Yeah, and it's low maintenance physically. I know guys in New York that are like movers for their day job, and I'm like, you can't have a fucking manual labor job. Like you get up at 6 and you're carrying couches. Like you're not going to hit an open mic at 8 p.m.
You're going to be exhausted. Yeah.
But I loved it, and having your cousin as the boss is great. I streaked through a Sears at my last day.
You took your clothes off?
We decided, well, I couldn't go naked because it's like a sex crime. So I covered my face with a brown paper bag and bought like a candy thong necklace at, it's not a necklace, it's a candy thong at Spencer's Gifts, and I wore that. I got video of it. My buddy just sent it to me. I hadn't seen it in like 12 years.
It's a sex crime if you take your clothes off?
Yeah, if you run through naked.
Isn't that hilarious? That's a sex crime.
So I was like,
but to have no clothes on, which is how you are naturally, how you're born. You are a walking sex crime.
I get it. You can't have people running around naked in a store.
But wait a minute. But why not? What is the problem?
Well,
the problem
we're living in
is
a society, Joe.
Okay, if a woman walked through a store naked, do you think she should go to jail?
I don't think she should. I would assume she has mental problem. I think she should
Or she just likes to be naked. If a gal goes through a place, like maybe you're at Target, and some gal just decides to take off her clothes and walk as far as she can through Target before they arrest her.
Uh-huh.
Are you in support of her being arrested and taken to a jail and hit with a sex crime?
No, I'm not in support of that. But there's a lot of rules and laws that I'm not in support of. But
it seems like it's okay if a guy gets arrested doing that.
Well, it depends on what he's doing, I suppose.
This is how I feel. If a guy's running around naked,
if he's just running and jogging, like
flopping around inside Target, that guy's a criminal. I don't need to see. Is he hard or not? It's a good question. It's a very good
Interesting.
question.
He's a hardened criminal.
Question. Yeah, if he's hard, he goes straight to jail.
Well, that's like
right to the electric chair.
That's a particularly sexual. But just his cock.
Yeah.
It's an electric condom.
What if he's got all his clothes on except for his cock and balls, and he's just riding out? You know, he's got just coming out of the.
Isn't that a rule in San Francisco? Like you can walk around naked, you just can't have a hard on.
Is that true?
Really?
That's what I just heard Brian Callen say that.
Why don't you Google that? Google that. We need to find out if this is true.
In New York, I know in the park you can be naked. I think naked.
Really?
You can walk around topless. 'Cause
Topless.
I've seen a couple of women.
Women are allowed to go topless because men used to be able to go Well, men could go topless forever, but there was a rule that said that women couldn't, and women are like, well, this is bullshit. And they're right. And I think a lot of them didn't even want to be topless.
Right.
But they were like, well, this is fucked up. People telling us that our like Sarah Silverman. Sarah Silverman just posted on Instagram a photo of her mirror, like her bathroom mirror, and you can see her tits in the mirror. She did it on purpose to like make a point. Like, why? First of all, she did it because she has great tits.
Okay.
And she wanted everybody to see her great tits.
That's
and
fair.
They're pretty fantastic.
I missed it. I'm bummed.
But also, like, why is it okay if you could see my tits? Why is it okay to see my nipples, but you can't see her nipples? Like, what are we, babies?
I agree. That's free the nipple. I'm for it.
Instagram is really hardcore on that. But Twitter, you could do porn.
Yeah.
They'll have porn on fucking Twitter. There's porn all. I follow porn stars. They watch them fuck.
Maybe I'll do some porn.
You think so?
Yeah, why not? I got a dick.
You do have a dick.
Yeah.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, it's nice.
Do you think that you should be arrested if you just walk around naked?
If I was making the rule, I don't know. It's hard because it's
It's all in what you do with it. If you go rubbing it on people, yeah.
yeah, certainly
But if you
that
just
would be
walk around
assault.
naked,
Yeah.
and kids point at you and laugh, and you go, huh?
That's the thing. It
Really
depends. I
funny.
mean, there should be adult areas where you can walk around naked. I think.
Like a nude beach.
Yes, they have those.
They have those.
Yeah, but arrested, I don't know. I would just assume someone is a little off mentally if they're
Exactly.
walking around naked, because
Or-
there are societary norms.
that a
I
word?
guess.
Societary?
Nah, I don't think so. It sounds like a guy. Societary.
Sounds like a horse that wins the Kentucky Derby.
It says that they changed the public nudity law in San Francisco in like 2013, I think. But we were there when you shot your special, and 100%. I was at the top of Lombard Street, and there was a large gathering of naked people. So I don't know what the fuck that was about.
Nonsense.
So they didn't get it stopped. There was cops right there. They didn't stop them from doing anything. I have pictures of it. So I don't know what that was about.
What are we going to do?
Yeah.